Hey, this is Mark Moore, aka Tuxedo Mark, at various places on the internet. It's 2:08 p.m. according to a computer clock on Wednesday, April 12, 2017. This is my review of Power Rangers, or Saban's Power Rangers, or however you call it. Okay, my background with Power Rangers, I might have seen a handful of episodes throughout the decades. Maybe. I think a bit. Don't remember anything about them. I started watching it from the beginning on Netflix last year. I kind of slowed down because I want to watch the stuff that I actually bought, like my other DVDs and Blu-rays, but I've gone up through around halfway through Zeo, which is basically Power Rangers Season 4, even though they changed the title. So, with this new movie, I was familiar with the characters, but it's a fresh take, and it's a bit more serious, but still got that humor in it, and sometimes a bit of cheesiness because it's Power Rangers. But yeah, they're not fighting Japanese stock footage, so it's an improvement. Some people complain about the Krispy Kreme donut product placement, but I don't care. It's just so ridiculous. All the characters are good. The actors do a good job. Congrats on, Trini being gay or bi-curious or whatever. Kim, it's like, wow, she's got a backstory. Okay, all the kids are in detention. They meet in detention, like Saturday detention, so it's like the Breakfast Club. I guess this was a way of turning the show on its head. Like, because in the original show, everyone is so squeaky clean. They're into, like, protecting the environment and volunteering and doing all this goody two-shoes stuff, and they have almost no personality. So here it's like, okay, they're kind of delinquents. Jason was on the football team, but he got kicked off for a prank that he pulled at the beginning of the movie. On the show, Jason wasn't into football. He was into karate. In fact, that was pretty much his whole personality. I love karate. And Kimberly's probably the best and most well-developed ranger in the original show. And here it's like, wow, she did something horrible to a friend. She thinks of herself as a horrible person, and it's hard to disagree with that. So much worse could have happened to this friend of hers. Nothing really did, except she got shamed from the whole school, basically. But anyway, I wonder if those two girls, one of which was the friend that Kimberly had hung out with, she had hung out with both of them, but they come out of the bathroom stall together after summoning her to the ladies' room. So I'm wondering if they're like together, and the picture that the one girl had sent to Kimberly, I mean, we don't know what it is, we don't see it, but Kimberly still has it on her phone, like as a reminder to herself of what she did. I'm wondering if it was a nude photo, and if that girl was interested in Kimberly. And Kimberly had showed a photo to her to the girl's boyfriend, said, "Is this kind of girl that you want to bring home to your mother?" And the boyfriend shared it with everyone in school. Kimberly got summoned to the principal's office. Yeah, she was involved, I guess. So, she had to be there and watch as the girl's mother was shown the picture of her daughter. That's harsh. Anyway, Kimberly cuts off her hair because her friends had taken a photo of the three of them together, literally cut Kimberly out of the photo, and then use the scissors to like put the photo on the restroom wall. That's a real Power Rangers moment. So Kimberly takes the scissors and just cuts off her hair during Saturday detention. Well, cuts it short, and she looks good with short hair. The Rangers can't use their powers. I mean, once they find the command center is actually underwater, and some secret thing beneath the surface of the water or whatever, which is a lot better than just sitting out in the open wherever for like on the show for like 10,000 years or whatever it was, never discovered. It was just sitting right there. Just saying. This time, the backstory, like the first scene of the movie that takes place during the Crimean era or whatever, it was not Crimean. I don't know, I forgot the term right, but back during dinosaur ages or whatever, like millions of years ago. Rita had been the Green Rangers, Zordon had been the Red Rangers. The whole team got wiped out because Rita turned on them. Alpha saves Zordon by putting him in the ship's memory banks or something, so he's this image thingy on the wall, and the effect looks cool. The Rangers can't use their powers until they accept themselves and accept each other, so they have a bonding thing where they camp out in the middle of the woods, and it was a nice thing. They don't become the Power Rangers until like near the end of the movie, but then when they summon the Zords and the Zords are running side by side like on the show, pretty much the exact same way, they pump up the Power Rangers theme from the 1995 movie, and they just dropped it right in there. It's like, yeah! And then they have an instrumental version during the closing credits. So yeah, they use the Zeo Crystal. Apparently every planet with life in the universe has a Zero Crystal inside it, and Rita wants it, and guess what? It's underneath the Angel Grove Krispy Kreme. So Rita actually goes to the Krispy Kreme and sits down and has some donuts. Stupid, but it's Power Rangers type humor. How many times is Krispy Kreme name dropped in this movie? Jeez. But it's okay. It's okay. So there's no Bulk and Skull. There's like a male bully in detention, but he's not named Bulk. I would guess Kimberly's two ex-friends are like the new like female version of Bulk and Skull. Even though they don't do too much bullying, but then again, Bulk and Skull didn't do much bullying either, and that was dropped fairly soon anyway. I just really love this movie, and I'm looking forward to sequels. One last thing that got mentioned at one point, Trini's wearing a 1973 shirt. It's a reference to Thuy Trang's birth year. So that was a nice little tribute to her. Oh, and I didn't notice this when I watched the movie. I read about it afterward. I wish I had known about it so I could spot them. But when, during the fight or whatever, at some point, you see, the crowd reactions, and you see Amy Jo Johnson and Jason David Frank. So the original Kimberly and Tommy, silent cameos. They don't even credit their characters. They just say cameo 1 and cameo 2 in the credits. But that was nice. And they teased Tommy Oliver during the mid-credits scene. There's no post-credits scene, but there's a mid-credits scene where teachers calling out Tommy Oliver, and you see a green A leather jacket on a desk. Tommy's probably like in a restroom or something. But yeah, Tommy's coming. That's about it. So anyway, I enjoyed the movie. See it. It's 2:19 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.